pop.
Okay, this is my question. This is all. Am I getting charged with anything?
Yeah.
She asked if she was a suspect, with a smile. Not the kind that masks fear.
So we've got to talk to her in a very important way, to the point that they may not let me leave here.
You wait, hold on.
Well, you don't need to call
For
her.
it though.
She's what I'm at.
For a homicide?
She's a fugitive. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. She's what I'm at. Yeah.
It was calm, confident, almost rehearsed. That question, tossed so casually to the officers standing in front of her.
But the man tried to get out the car and she busted shot.
Was the moment everything shifted. Because just a few hours earlier, she'd been laughing with her roommate.
When you heard the shot, what did you hear? The pop?
I just heard pop, pop.
Okay, this is my question. This is all. Am I getting charged with anything?
What followed wasn't just brutal, it was cold. Precise. And when the police arrived, the killer didn't flee, didn't cry, didn't even flinch. She greeted them like old friends, asking gentle questions, pretending she didn't know why they were there. Welcome to Psycho Crimes. Here, we explore the darkest corners of the human mind, from disturbing confessions and chilling murder trials to the most shocking disappearances you've never heard of. If you're drawn to stories that grip you from start to finish, hit that like button and subscribe. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Because this isn't just a story about murder, it's a story about masks. The ones people wear. And the moment they slip. On May 8, 2019, a lifeless body was discovered, callously discarded near 25th and Pierce Street in the heart of Milwaukee, a grim scene that would haunt the city. Grainy surveillance footage became the investigation's dark compass, whispering a chilling question. Was this a meticulously orchestrated execution? Little did anyone suspect, this brutal murder would unravel from a dispute so shockingly petty it defies belief.
911 operator 07, where's your emergency?
Hi, my name is Phyllis Brewster, and somebody just got shot over here near, what street is this? 25th and Paris.
Where's the person that was shot?
He's laying in the street.
Okay, and the person that shot him, are they still there, do you know?
No, they left.
Milwaukee police and paramedics raced to the scene, but the victim's fate was sealed, no pulse, no hope. Through the cold glow of his phone, the victim was revealed as 44-year-old Orlando Euell, a pillar of Milwaukee's community, a proud father whose vibrant life was snuffed out in its prime. At first, it seemed the body was dumped like refuse, with no shell casings to tell the tale, until witnesses shattered that illusion with a terrifying truth.
Quick question. When you heard the shot, what did you hear from?
Huh?
When you heard the shot, what did you hear? The pop?
I just heard pop, pop.
Did you hear where it came from?
We didn't know where it came from. We just
Okay.
heard it.
Okay, I'm just seeing if I can find any casings, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, all we know is we heard it right here, like right across the street, and we didn't see anybody standing at the car or anything like that. All we heard was bang, bang, and then I seen him fall down,
Okay.
and the car take off.
Where was the car parked?
It was parked right across the street where that man's laying.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
One witness swore the killer wasn't on foot, lurking in the shadows. They fled in a vehicle, tearing through the streets after the fatal shots rang out. In this neighborhood, watchful cameras guarded many homes, one perfectly trained on the curb, as the witness revealed. When police pored over the footage, a sinister scene emerged. A car parked at the curb under the morning sun, around 9 a.m. Shadows moved inside. Multiple figures, a hand flickering across the frame, hinting at the horror to come. Then, 2 minutes later, a moment that freezes the blood. The car trembles violently, and Orlando's body is flung onto the pavement. A desperate struggle had erupted before the gunfire. The vehicle was a four-door Pontiac G6, its gray or dark blue hue a ghostly blur in the footage. At that moment, investigators were lost in a fog, clueless about the car's origin or its destination. Scouring the scene, police uncovered a chilling clue, an ATM receipt tucked in Euell's pocket, stamped with the same day's date, just 30 minutes before his death. This was likely his final stop, unless other dark detours awaited. For now, it was a fragile thread to unravel his last moments. Security footage from a gas station on 27th Street painted a haunting picture. Orlando, alive and unaware, striding toward a silver SUV. It belonged to his father, a detail that would soon break hearts. His father, Edward Williams, recounted how Orlando called him to the gas station to hand back his debit card. He invited his son for their usual breakfast, a warm ritual between them. But Orlando, for reasons cloaked in mystery, refused. He muttered he had to settle something, his voice heavy with purpose. With that, father and son parted, a fleeting moment now etched in regret. Edward still torments himself, wondering if that breakfast could have saved his son from the abyss. But the footage plunges deeper into the uncanny. After leaving his father's SUV, Orlando enters the gas station, uses the ATM, and steps back into the daylight. Instead of heading to his own car, he climbs into the suspect's vehicle, the Pontiac G6, a harbinger of doom. The car peels away from the station, swallowed by the city. The short distance to the crime scene suggests they drove straight into tragedy, no pauses, no mercy. Detectives gathered witnesses whose harrowing accounts echoed the footage's grim truth. Yet the Pontiac G6 had vanished, a phantom in the urban sprawl. In both videos, the license plate was a maddening blur, thwarting any hope of tracing its owner. As the investigation teetered on collapse, a miraculous twist pierced the darkness. 2 days later, a shaken resident called police about a strange car in their garage. It was a four-door Pontiac G6, the specter they'd been hunting. Detectives stormed the scene, and there it sat, the suspect vehicle, brazenly exposed. Leaving it in a stranger's garage seemed reckless, but inside lay proof of a darker plan. A scorched gas can smoldered in the back, matches littered the front, and the back seat bore the scars of fire. Here's a grim tip: if you're plotting to burn a car, don't seal it shut. Starved of oxygen, the flames choked and died, leaving the car intact. The killer likely schemed to incinerate the evidence, but fate had other plans, pun intended. The license plate unmasked its owner, 21-year-old Kiara Walker, a name that sent chills through the case. She was a mystery, a ghost with no known ties to the victim. Police reached out, but silence answered. She was gone, a fugitive in the wind. Digging deeper, they tracked down her sister, hauling her in to probe Kiara's whereabouts. In a hushed interview, she recounted her last encounter with Kiara and unveiled a confession that turned blood to ice.
Tuesday. Did you work Tuesday?
Yes.
What shift did you work?
4 to 12.
4 p.m. to 12 p.m.?
12 a.m.
Okay.
You know, midnight.
Right. Now, when you got home, was Kiara at the house?
No.
Now, you had told Nate that initially. Right. That was a lie, right?
Right.
Okay. And why did you tell Nate that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Scared, like I said.
Okay. So, she wasn't there, so did you go to bed shortly thereafter?
She called me as soon as I walked in the house, 12.
Oh, what'd she call you and say?
She asked me, you know, where I was at, or, you know, because usually I do 6 to 6, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know, I do 13, so she probably thought I was, at work, you know. So she just asked where I was at, and she's like, all right, you know.
So just small talk?
Yeah. Probably like not even that long, you know.
Yeah. Right. Did she say where she was or who she was with?
Nope.
Okay. So do you know what number she called you from?
That 7-something number. You know, that was before she changed her number, like a 72.
What did she say?
She just sat down and she was just like this.
Was she upset?
No, she wasn't upset. She was just like, I don't know, I wasn't really paying her no attention. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of cleaning up in the mess. You know, like somebody sit down and you don't know nothing about. Like a regular day or whatever. Mm-hmm. So she was just sitting there, and then she's like, I did something bad, and I'm like, what you do? And then she was like, and I'm like, what? You know, because she played too much. You know, I'm like, what you do? She was like, I did something real bad. And I'm like, what you do? And then she kind of told me, like, she said she met this guy, this guy or whatever. She said, like I said, she didn't give me details. Like, she told me, but she didn't tell me, everything. She told me parts of it, but...
What did she tell you that you remember?
She just said, what she said? She was just saying, like, yeah, so, she said she met the guy, and she said he died. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what?
She said, I met a guy and he died?
No, like, okay. She said she met the guy. She said she met the guy, and then she said he died or whatever. And I'm like, what happened? And then she's like, did something really bad. And I'm like, what happened? I'm like, what happened or whatever. And then she said that they was tussling or something, over the gun. She said they was tussling, over the gun or whatever. And she said the gun went off. She said the first time that it went off, she said nobody got hit. And then she said the second time he got hit or whatever. And she said Willie B was with her, she said she was with her. And then she said, what she said? Then she said that Willie B pushed him out or something.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
what else did you know what she's talking about?
Yeah, I'm like, what did you talking about? So I looked it up on Fox 6 News, and I'm like, wow. So she was trying to say it was self-defense. Because she said that, they were struggling over the gun, I guess, and she said it went off, I don't know, that's what she's telling me, and I'm like, see, I told you stop hanging around, who you hanging with, And first off, when did you go at 8 o'clock in the morning? It's too early.
Did she say it happened then?
Yeah, she said it happened,
So let's go, let me just go over on what she said. So she said that it happened at 8 a.m. Where did she say where it happened?
She said on 25th.
25th and what?
She said the south side.
Alright, and did she say what car she was in, or was she on the street, or what?
She said they was in the car.
Did she say her?
Kiera had admitted to the slaughter, her words aligning perfectly with the footage's macabre dance. She'd confessed to killing Orlando, but the why hung like a specter over the case. Detectives could scarcely fathom that this bloodshed sprang from an argument so utterly ludicrous it defies reason.
We pull up to the gas station. Well, I'm just figuring that we pull up to the gas station because when I woke up, we at the gas station.
Is your sister up at any
She's
point?
still asleep.
So all you know is that you wake up and you're at the gas station?
Yeah, and the reason what woke me up is because she rolled my window down and it was a hype flagging us down to tell us that the other hype wanted to get some more dough.
What did this hype look like?
He was dark skinned, he had dreads, like he's an old man, dark skin, like dark skin.
So black male or no? A black man? Had dreads?
Yeah.
Was he old?
Yeah.
About how old?
I would say he's maybe in his 40s, 50s, like late 40s, 50s, somewhere up in there.
So, when you guys go into the gas station, did you pull in there to pump gas, use the bathroom, get something to drink?
When I woke up, nobody was at the car. Willie was in the back asleep. Kiara was in the car with the window rolled down. By that time, I'm getting up. I'm trying to go back to sleep or whatever. The hype get in the car.
Which one? The one with the dreads?
No, the
victim?
The victim get in the car.
Okay. So what happens with this other guy with the dreads? You said a black
he
jacket?
He didn't have no money, so we put off on him.
Do you know what he was wearing the first hype?
I don't want to be wrong, but I think he had on like a navy blue jacket with like tan stripes, like a Milwaukee Brewers colors type of jacket.
Okay.
Is that Brewers? I don't know, but still.
Kind of going down the length of the...
Yeah, like a skinny line. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's like 2 of them on each one. I don't know. I really don't.
So
like the Adidas jackets, you know what the Adidas look like?
Yeah, I know what Adidas look like.
Kind of like that with the
like
two.
A stripe right here.
Yeah.
Then it's a blue space, like a fat blue space. Then I think like a line right here. Yeah.
Does he ask to get served for himself or for somebody else?
The dark skin hype?
Yeah.
He trying to tell us that it's a hype in the store trying to spend some money. I don't know how the hype thing works, but I guess like you find it, I get the money, we split it. I got the money, we split it type shit. I don't know. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that's how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
So the hype comes to the car, he talking to Kiara, and I don't want to like, I can't really say like what he said because I'm trying to go back to sleep.
No, are we talking about the first one or the victim?
The victim. Like,
all right, so this guy, let me back up a little bit. So this guy comes, he tries to get dope, but he doesn't have no money.
Mm-hmm,
and then he says that there's somebody in the store that wants to spend some money on some dope.
Yeah.
And then what does this guy do? Does he walk off?
No, he's still standing right there. He want to get served, but it's like you don't got no money, so but you can't get nothing.
Sure.
And then you don't got nothing like the other dude used collateral.
So then the victim comes out.
Yeah.
Did you see where he came from or no?
I guess he came out the gas station. I didn't, like I said, I really didn't pay attention because, you know, I've been in the car before. I really didn't, you know, I've been in the car before and I really didn't have to, you know, I never paid attention because shit like this, I never been involved.
So did you recognize him from earlier?
The hype?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second guy.
The victim?
The victim.
Yeah. I caught a glance at him.
So he comes out and what does he do? Does he come to her, to the driver's window? Does he come to the, where does he come?
I don't want to be wrong, but I think he did. I think he came to my side.
To your side?
Yeah. Because he got in a car behind me. He was behind me.
So he entered the car when you guys were there in the gas station park, right?
Uh-huh. He got in the car behind me.
So what did Vivi, did she get up then? So he could get in? You know what I mean?
I didn't really pay attention. Like,
You just know that he got in the back seat.
Yeah.
What's his demeanor like? Is he acting okay?
Yeah, he acting normal. That's why this is just crazy.
So he gets in the car.
He get in the car. We go around the corner. So she asked him like, "How much you spending?" He told her he want to spend $40. But I don't know if she misinterpreted what he said or I don't know.
So she asked how much you're spending?
Yeah, I don't know if she misinterpreted like, okay, this guy. I don't know if she misinterpreted what he said when he said that my dad's bringing me $200. I don't know if she thought like he was gonna spend the whole $200 or that, you know, like he was gonna spend $200. But he told her when he got in the car and she asked him about the $200. He asked her, she asked him about the $200, like, so you finna spend the whole $200, he told us $40. So she trying to talk him into spending the whole $200. He like, I don't want to spend the whole $200 because I want to have money left over so I can get more. I don't want to smoke it all up at one time, so I'm not going to spend all my money at one time.
Okay. So they're kind of debating that?
Yeah, they debating that. So, me, this is not really my lifestyle, so I'll just go back. I think I get on my phone. I don't know, but I didn't pay attention. But when I did pay back attention, he had the gun, and she said, I want the whole $200. The victim told her, you're going to have to kill me. But these the exact words he said. You're going to have to smoke me.
So are you guys parked at this point or still driving?
We parked at this point.
Do you remember?
But are you at the gas station still or no? Or did you guys drive around?
Left the gas station.
You guys left the gas station?
We spent the block and we was.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, you say he gets in the car and then you guys go around the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's when she's talking to him, asking her how much are you spending. He says 40. That's when you're saying you don't know if he misunderstood that he was going to spend the whole $200.
Yeah.
So she asked, what about the $200? He says, I don't want to spend the whole $200.
Yeah.
And then you go on your phone, start looking.
I think I go on my phone or I just lean back and just, like.
Are they getting aggressive with each other or they yelling at all?
No, they not.
Or just...
Like, it's still calm. So when the shit happened like this, it took me by surprise.
Did you see Key with a gun before you got in the car?
I did not know she had a gun. I promise you.
Where did she
open from? I didn't even pay attention to them. I said, when I turned back around, she had the gun. She said, I want the whole too.
So she's holding the gun?
Yeah.
How's she holding the gun?
She like holding it like this. Like, you know, with the part you make the bullet come out of, she holding like this. I want the hole too.
No, is she looking forward? Is she looking back at the guy like this, or how is? You know what I mean? If I'm her,
you
and you're here, or
she right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
She put a gun up from. I don't know. I'm gonna say she put it up because I don't know where the fuck the gun came from. When I turn around, she got the gun like this. I want the hole too.
And she's kind of looking back at him?
She looking back at him like this. I want the hole too.
Okay.
Like that.
Is she holding her right hand?
Yeah, she had her right hand. I just turned around because I did not want, you know, I'm thinking like she just finna scare him, so I just turned around. Shit like that, I'm on my own business. But the man tried to get out the car and she busted the shot. But I'm thinking, I still don't turn around because, like, damn, I'm scared. Like, this one, like, what the fuck is going on? What did she got me into? Like, so I still didn't pay attention. But I know once that first shot went off, my sister, I know, I paid attention to my sister because that's all I'm thinking about. Like, damn, what did she just get us into? My sister up at that point. That first shot went off.
How many shots?
It was 2 shots. So after she shot the first shot, he opened his door. I don't know if that shot hit him or not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if the shot hit him, but I don't know where the bullet went because it didn't hit the window. I don't know where it went, but I know for sure she busted. You know.
So the first time when he shoots or when she shoots, right? You say the victim's trying to get out.
Yeah, he was trying. No, he opened the door to get out,
Okay.
and she busted like to let him know, like, hey, man, I'm not fucking playing with you at this point. But I think she was just doing that because, like, she was trying to, I'm a girl, you think I'm a joke, so I'm going to show you I'm not a joke. It was, like, to scare him type shit.
Did she say any of that?
Huh?
Did she say any
What?
of that?
Any
of that? What you just said?
No,
You
I
think
don't
I'm a girl, I'm a joke?
No, I don't think, but I'm
This
just...
is what you're this is what you're
I'm
thinking.
thinking, like, why is she doing it? I don't know what the fuck going on, like, I'm
So
just scared.
you're thinking that she shoots one round to scare him.
Yeah, just to scare him. That's what I'm thinking.
And you said it didn't hit the window?
It didn't hit the window, so I don't know where the bullet went.
Walker was hiding in someone's home. The resident denied her presence but pressed for details about the warrant shadowing her. They might have known where she was but not the danger she posed, forcing detectives to plead for a search to protect them and their children. By the way, if this tale has you gripped, smash that subscribe button. It fuels the channel's fire. Now, let's plunge back into the nightmare.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, we have,
Y'all scared.
well, we have to talk to, who's the other person in there now?
I got my 2 little sisters and my baby. It's 2 kids and 2 teenagers. That's my warrior.
Okay, I'm not trying to scare you.
Because I'm like, why would y'all be at my door?
Well, somebody had said that Miss Walker is here.
No, I do know Miss Walker, but she's not.
Would you be willing to just walk us through and make sure she's not going to explain everything?
See, I don't want y'all coming in my house. She's not here. I got 2 teenage girls here. But what's going on with Miss Walker?
Her name came up in a pretty serious investigation, and she needs to clear some matters up with the detective. Like, you can't wait till tomorrow. You can't.
Okay, I understand that, but Miss Walker don't stay in my house. I got little girls in my house injured.
So we've got to talk to her in a very important way, to the point that they may not let me leave here.
Wait, hold on.
Well, you don't have to call her. She's one of them.
For a homicide?
She's a fugitive. Yeah. Yes. She's one of them. And if you would aid her in any way, it would be negative to you. And I'm not coming to make threats, but I can tell them, hey, look, we're talking with her. She's not here.
Okay, and here's my thing. This don't affect my house, does it?
No, we are not gonna. Okay, unless you are actually hiding her, like really doing something, man. We're never gonna call anybody regarding what's going on here. Like, we're not gonna talk to management. We're not gonna do that to you. Just between us. So we have got to get a hold of her. Now, she may be able to straighten things out.
Wait, because somebody sent y'all to my house for her wanted for a murder?
Yes.
Okay, this is between us.
This is between us.
Because I don't need no drama.
No. Is she?
But
Okay. Go ahead. Just be cool, okay? Sorry about that.
No, can I get these ready? No, that's my little.
Okay, have the kids come out.
Well, she not, listen, I promise she's not gonna do anything. Let me just get my baby.
What's your baby?
Carter.
Carter, can you come out here by your mom? Come here. Kira, come here. No. Come here. Okay, come on in here.
See what?
Come here. You don't have your weapons on you, right? Put your hands up.
Are you Kiara?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll talk to you. We just gotta make things safe, okay? And then we'll talk to you.
Do me a favor. Step over here. We'll get you. Just hang on. Hang on. Put your arms up. You don't have anything sharp or anything like that, right?
We're just trying to be safe, okay?
Put your hands behind you.
We're trying to do this respect. We don't treat anybody any harm. Okay? I know. I hear that. That's what's important.
6? Is there? Would she be able to watch her while we straighten this out? Yeah, we're gonna go upstairs.
Kiara Walker was finally caged,
officially in custody.
armed with a mountain of
Armed
evidence.
with all the evidence, she was interrogated by the
desperate
detectives
to
regarding the
unravel
offense,
this
hoping
senseless
that they
horror.
could make some sense
But the
out of
truth
all of
was
this.
stark. This
But
was cold-blooded
unfortunately,
murder,
this case was
raw
nothing but
and
cold-blooded
unrepentant.
murder.
They forced her to face photos of her vehicle and the man she'd slain. Some images made her recoil, yet she clung to denial, a crumbling facade. Then, like a cornered animal, she demanded a lawyer and clamped shut. But the detectives needed no more. Her guilt was ironclad, a first-degree murder charge locked in. This entire tragedy ignited over a petty demand. She wanted $200 from Orlando, not the $40 he offered.
Accidentally shooting somebody, or somebody struggling with somebody, or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. But I can't tell your story.
I can't tell the story.
No, you can't tell the story. Let me tell you why you can tell the story. You recognize the car that's at the pump there?
There's 3 different cars right there.
The gray Pontiac G6. That's your car, the car that you drive.
Yeah, I don't drive that car, no, but okay.
Okay. You recognize that car?
Old car.
Yeah, old car when?
A minute.
A minute?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Recognize that car?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Why you asking me that, man? Keep going, keep showing me the same damn car. If I get them, okay, this is my question.
Yeah.
This is my own. If I get charged with anything?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Can my lawyer be present?
Yeah.
When he roared in defiance, daring her to smoke him, she obliged with lethal precision. This was no accident. It was deliberate, a heartless execution. If only the jury had shared that conviction. On May 15, 2019, she was slapped with first-degree intentional homicide and other charges. But a plea deal slithered through, sparing her from life without parole. Instead, she got 16 years behind bars, plus 10 years of supervised release, a slap on the wrist for a life stolen. If this case chills you to the core, hit like and subscribe.